Hey, welcome to the studio. We're going to be talking a little true crime today, and I appreciate you joining me. Let's just jump right in. We're going to be talking about this Josh Duggar case, which is being hailed as the trial of the century for Arkansas. And let's face it, it's a big trial because it's a reality TV star from a very popular show in the early 2000s that ran for a lot of seasons. And a lot of people remember seeing this young man grow up. And there were allegations that were troubling that came out in this trial. But I think what's everybody's concern at the moment is that a motion for new trial or acquittal was filed. And the fact that the fact that this right exists is there to protect all of us. Okay, that's just a fact. This right is there to protect all of us, and that an attorney can bring for a client found guilty of a crime a motion to challenge the evidence in the light most favorable to the government and ask that there be a new trial granted or that an acquittal be granted, and then set forth the reasons why. I think what is such a slap to people's sense of justice is that this crime is so disturbing, right? We're talking about downloading and watching child sex abuse, right? This is really the only way to describe this. I believe the jury heard very detailed facts about the types of videos that were watched, and they heard videos that corroborated Mr. Duggar's presence at the business while these videos were downloaded and presumably watched. And these are simply disturbing facts that, it's hard to get behind that. It's hard to wrap your head around. What do you mean, in the light most favorable to the government, there should be an acquittal? And I think that's why people's sense of justice is insulted, people's sense of intelligence is insulted, and why people are in no uncertain terms angry at this filing by the attorney who's doing what he constitutionally must for his client. And there's an old saying, you don't want to make a federal case out of it. It goes all the way back to the Prohibition days, right? How'd they get Al Capone? They didn't get him for murdering and running alcohol and bookmaking, gambling, prostitution. They got him for tax evasion. And they had a lot of evidence regarding the tax evasion. And that's the same situation going on here in this federal case and in any federal case, right? You've got three-letter organizations with an unlimited budget, and they're focusing all their attention on one target. In this case, it's Mr. Duggar and his activity on the computer, and the way they can forensically take apart the computer and show the jury in such a way that there really wasn't or couldn't have been any other likely individual using or downloading. It can be damning. And I feel like that's why people's sense of justice and sense of intelligence is insulted with this motion for an acquittal. Anyway, that's my insight on it. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you soon in the studio.